सुमेश, पूछो, आवाज आ रही है?
आ रही है सर, आपकी आवाज आ रही है।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Dineshwar sir. Good evening.
Thank you, sir. Great event, sir. It was a great event. Congrats to all, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for all your support to us.
Always there, sir. Always there.
Sudhir sir, good evening. Your mic is unmute.
Mute, yeah. Good evening. I think we are starting.
Yes, sir, in a minute. We will start.
Great.
Just
Good evening, Samir. Good evening, thumbs up.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, Manoj sir. How are you?
Sir, good evening.
Good
Good to
evening,
see
sir.
you.
Good evening, Mr. Miller. How are you? Wonderful. Yeah, I think we need to unmute everybody so that they can speak. Yeah.
I'm very well, thank you.
Very good. Yeah.
Oh. Warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Sudhir Mishra. How are you? Good evening, Mr. Andrew Miller.
Good evening, sir.
Dr. Salim, Dr. Akhilesh.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Manohar, yeah.
Thank you for joining, sir.
No, it's my pleasure always. Good evening. How are you?
all well, sir. All well. Hope you are all well.
God's grace, all going good. Yeah.
Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and joining us today, sir.
No, it's always my pleasure. It's a great honor and a privilege for me to go for a program in Lloyd.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's part of our family always. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Good.
so much.
Sudhir Mishra here. I had the privilege of...
Misraji, how are you? Good evening.
Good, sir. I had the privilege of traveling with you many times when you traveled to Cochin.
Yeah.
And even as a sitting Supreme Court judge, we had the privilege of seeing you traveling in economy. And we used to ask you, and you will just smile and just never answer that. But that's something which we have to learn from you, sir.
Exactly.
Thank you. I'm so touched. How are you, Dr. Vijaykumar? All good? Yeah. How are you, Dr. Andrew? Where are you joining from?
Who, sir?
Okay. You remember we met last, maybe year before last year.
Andrew, I think you are on mute. I mean, sir, can you? Yeah.
I have unmuted him.
Yeah. No, again, it's gone on mute.
No, yeah.
I do remember. I'm now unmuted. I do remember, and I actually mentioned it when at the end of the final that I took tea with you. So it was January last year, and it was a real pleasure. And it's a pleasure to see you again. So I'm actually I'm in London. My background is only because I've had to move room and I'm sitting in one of the children's bedrooms surrounded by Lego and alike. So this was a better background.
So I can also show you, I have my children here, my twins, Udan and Aparajita. They are here. They also have their Lego. They also have their Lego here. And
budding lawyers, Mr. Raji.
yeah, Mamta Tiwari joins in here. She is one of the dispute relation lawyer, Justice Korean. She has also just joined in. I can see her.
Mamta Tiwari. Yeah. Good evening, ma'am.
How are you? What a pleasure.
Good, God's grace.
to have
Yeah.
you over.
All good, good.
Ma'am, good evening. Welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for joining.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Mohammed Zaman. Good evening. You are on mute. Probably you have to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Once you mute yourself, you can't unmute
Yeah,
yourself.
the system wouldn't allow me to unmute, but now I'm unmute. Hello.
No, you are unmuted. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Well, hello all.
Yeah, we can hear you and we can see you also very clearly.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this valediction.
Yes, sir. We will start in a minute.
Justice Kurian, is retirement still keeping you as busy as you were a year ago? You've now been muted.
Yeah. We were just recollecting that. Yeah.
Andrew, you've decided not to go swimming then?
I've delayed it, so you've got me. I couldn't miss this.
Start कर दें.
Should I start?
With the permission of our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Kurian Joseph, sir, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, do we start the proceeding of the session, sir?
Yeah, please.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Kurrat.
Yes, sir. A very good afternoon to everyone here. I, Said Kuret, on behalf of the organizing committee, management, staff, and students of Lloyd Law College, welcome you to the valedictory function of the S.K. Mishra Memorial International Mediation and Negotiation Competition 2.0, powered by BW Legal World and Trust Legal, advocates and consultants, organized in association with Lloyd Law College, Greater Noida. It is with great pleasure that we welcome our distinguished guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Kurian Joseph, former Judge, Supreme Court of India, Mr. Manohar Thairani, President, Lloyd Law College, Mr. Sudhir Mishra, Advocate, Founder and Managing Partner, Trust Legal, Advocates and Consultants, Dr. Muhammad Salim, Director, Lloyd Law College, Dr. Akhilesh Kumar Khan, Deputy Director, Lloyd Law College. Thank you all. We are delighted by your presence.
Thank you, Ms. Kurrat. Thank you so much. Ms. Pallavi.
Pallavi, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir, I have. Thank you, sir. A very good evening to one and all present over here. I'm happy to introduce Mr. Manohar Thairani, President, Lloyd Law College. Mr. Manohar Thairani is a chartered accountant by profession. He established Lloyd Law College in the year 2003 to facilitate quality education in the area of law. Under his guidance, the Law College has successfully endured to create for itself an extraordinary position in the area of legal education in India. I would now like to invite Mr. Manohar Thairani to formally welcome our guests.
Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you so much. Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Kurian Joseph, sir, former Judge Supreme Court of India, eminent dignitaries, participants, members from Bar and Academia, and our very, very dear students. Good evening and a very, very warm welcome to all of you. I'm very fortunate to welcome all the esteemed dignitaries and other participants to the valedictory function of the S.K. Mishra Memorial International Mediation and Negotiation Competition, second edition, organized by Lloyd Law College and powered by BW Legal World and Trust Legal Advocates and Solicitors. It's indeed a great honor and privilege for me to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Korin Joseph Sir, former Judge Supreme of India, as the chief guest into this function. Lordship has garnered national and international recognition because of its outstanding and exceptional judgments, which led the Indian legal system to further reform, strongly basing them on constitutional ideals. It can be doubtlessly stated that Lordship will always be heralded for the illustrious decisions and judicial interpretations provided during the distinguished legal career. Sir has always extended unconditional support to our college, and this is a reflection of Lordship's long and deep interest in academia. Sir, your very presence here indicates your commitment to go beyond traditional approaches to strengthen and inspire our younger generation lawyers and students. Honorable Lordship, on behalf of all present here, I extend a very, very warm welcome to your Lordship as the chief guest of today's valedictory function.
Thank you.
Lordship.
Thank you.
I extend a warm welcome to Mr. Sudhir Mishra, sir, founder and managing partner, Trust Legal, door tenant at number 5, Barristers Chambers, London, United Kingdom, for joining hand with us for the conduct of the mediation and negotiation competition. It was a great experience for us, sir, our students, and I'd like to thank you for extending us your full support. A very, very warm welcome to you, Sudhir, sir. I extend my heartiest welcome to all the judges who judged that competition and have given their best efforts to ensure that competition was conducted seamlessly without any grievances. It's indeed a pleasure to welcome all esteemed guests, participants, especially our director, Dr. Mohammed Salim sir, our deputy director, students, and other members. We are extremely thankful and wholly obliged by your gracious presence in today's program. A very, very warm welcome to all of you. This competition was conducted to promote the use of mediation and negotiation among the young generation of professionals with a mindset equipped to effectively resolve the disputes. More than 440 teams registered across the world for this event, and we selected 100 teams at the first level training, and the competition was conducted in 4 stages. We had participation from UK, USA, Russia, Malaysia, Singapore, Nigeria, etc. This immense participation has made this competition one of the biggest in the world, and I appreciate the effort put up by the team. I'm sure that all the participants had a learning experience and were offered a fair and transparent competition. I wish all the best to the participants for a successful life, both professionally and personally. With these words, let me welcome all of you once again to this valedictory function of the S.K. Mishra Memorial International Mediation and Negotiation Competition. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Ms. Stacey Pallavi, student convener of the competition, to present the report of the event.
Ms. Daisy, you are not audible. Daisy. Ms. Daisy Pallavi, you are not audible. Kindly unmute yourself.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. What is success? I think it is a mixture of having a flair for the thing that you are doing, knowing it is not enough that you have got to have hard work and a certain sense of purpose. We began this journey in 2020 with the first edition of this competition of S.K. Mishra Memorial Mediation and Negotiation Competition 1.0, starting from 26 February to 1st March 2020. We received 30 provisional registrations, out of which 13 teams participated in the same. We had the backing of our partners, Trust Legal, advocates and consultants to support us in our endeavors. This competition shared among the winners prize money of worth rupees 50,000 INR. In the second edition this year, SK Mishra Memorial International Mediation and Negotiation Competition 2.0, we were glad to receive around 440 provisional registration and shortlisted 100 teams across 10 countries, having teams from Russia, Nigeria, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, and India. Organizing 100 teams, written and oral rounds competition in 3 days was a huge challenge for anyone on this planet. This competition shared among the winners prize money worth rupees 1,20,000 INR, equal to USD 1,500. The prizes categorized in various meritorious categories with sizable considerations are like Best Negotiators, $500, Best Mediator, $180. We also had awards in preliminary category with the aim to show our appreciation for the field in mediation and negotiation. Our objective of this competition is to give alternative dispute resolution a platform of reach to the young lawyers on a scale that create ripples in the legal fraternity so that every dispute has a fair shake to get resolved with fewer expenses, time, and frictions to bear. We organized a workshop on mediation and negotiation process and skills on 26 February 2021. The workshop witnessed the presence of global mediation experts like Mr. Andrew Miller, Queen's Counsel UK, Professor Dr. S. Shantakumar, Director, Gujarat National Law University and Indian Maritime University, Gandhinagar, Mr. Samir Shah, Advocate and International Mediator and Arbitrator, Dr. Aman Hingorani, Advocate on Record and Mediator, Supreme Court of India, Ms. Jaya Goyal, Advocate and Mediator, Supreme Court of India, Ms. Pushpa Gupta, Advocate and Mediator, Supreme Court of India, and Mr. E.O. Mendes, Advocate and Mediator, Goa. We had a panel of exceptionally proficient and professional 100+ judges judging throughout this global competition. The judges from Coimbatore to the Scotland, from Canada to Taiwan to Germany, we were supported, guided, and mentored by the best professional experts in the field of mediation and negotiation around the world. This edition began on 5th and is ending today on 7th March 2021. This time was different because we had to hold this competition online with the presence of international teams as well. Valedictory ceremony is a moment of appreciation for the participating teams, the organizing committee, and the volunteers. We reached the peak of gratitude after our effort was recognized and appreciated by Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, Honorable Minister of Law and Justice, Union of India. All the above preparation and structuring for the competition was a challenge for us, but we had a team of excellent and hardworking personnel comprising of students, faculty, and one and only Mr. Samir Shah, the program director, and Ms. Iram Majid, Advocate and Mediator, Supreme Court of India. I am thankful to my team who have proved that teamwork is the ability to work together toward a common vision and achieve it. On a high note, this is where we are right now, not because we pulled through such an exceptional competition, SK Mishra Memorial International Mediation Negotiation Competition 2.0, but because of the wisdom we had stemming through SK Mishra Sir's memory, and with the support of BW Legal and Trust Legal advocates and consultants with their presence and involvement throughout. We also had an amazing group of sponsors, technical support by Indian Institute of Arbitration and Mediation, knowledge partner SCC Online, Westlaw, supporting partner BAIAC, ADR Hawk, Bombay Chamber, Center of Mediation and Conciliation. I'm thankful to all the participating teams from around the world from a splendid show of courage, potential, proficiency, discipline, and skills in this mediation and negotiation competition. We welcome teams from your law schools again. The finals has witnessed the competition from among the teams of OP Jindal Global Law School, Sonipat, India, Rajiv Gandhi National Law University, Patiala, India, Singapore Management University, Singapore, and Delhi Metropolitan Education, Noida. My congratulations to all the finalists and the upcoming winners. Thank you all. I hope to meet you all again.
Ms. Khurrat.
Sir, it's Pallavi.
Ms. Pallavi.
Yes. May I now introduce Mr. Sudhir Mishra, who is an advocate, founder, and managing partner in a trust legal advocates and consultants, door tenant at number 5 Barristers Chambers, London. The competition is titled in the name of his father, late Mr. S.K. Mishra. Mr. Sudhir Mishra is an advocate registered with the Bar Council of Delhi in India and is regarded as one of India's leading lawyers in the field of environment, healthcare, media, and infrastructure. He has represented high net worth individuals, Fortune 500 companies, and leading music labels in India in high value claims. He has extensive experience in handling matters related to legal recoveries, land acquisition issues, and financial fraud. He has represented various clients in white-collar offenses before the Central Bureau of Investigation, Enforcement Directorate, and various judicial and quasi-judicial authorities. May I now request Mr. Sudhir Mishra to deliver the special address.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Honorable Justice Kurian Joseph. All my friends, Mohammad, Samisha, patronage of Manohar ji, Salim Saab, who is the architect of this competition, and Khan Saab, who has been the backbone for this entire competition. I know it's not easy to talk about one's father, and he's no more. And but I need to tell you that why at the first place we thought that we'll come out with something like this, with very initial steps, very cautious steps we started last year. My father was a promoted IAS officer, but much before that, he was a teacher. He was teaching mathematics in Gorakhpur University. He was a very generous teacher. And he was somebody who always believed that humbleness should remain. As a civil servant also, he was a very inclusive person, which is what he's taught us. We never studied in any fancy school. Before coming to Delhi University, I almost changed 8 to 10 schools across Bihar, from literally one village to another village. And his teachings, his ability to see a potential in somebody remained throughout hallmark for his entire career. Once he retired from IAS also, he became the champion for right to information, became the first member secretary of Bihar Information Commission, and always left a legacy which had a very rich value system. And what a befitting tribute is to get Justice Kurian Joseph for this function, because there can't be a better thing. We all know what he stands for. So I'm very pleased with how we are progressing. We will really be inspiring hundreds and thousands of students. My own journey has been that I have the fortune of working with Muhammad Zaman now on a weekly basis in London. And I have learned with every passing day that learning and education is not something which happens because of a very highly acclaimed institution. It happens because of the passion of a teacher. And we have many such teachers in our Lloyd Law College. That's why this competition has become such a big thing. I will say very, very important thing that this competition, the prize money, its future, that more than all of that, what is more important is, are we creating something which will help the future law students become great lawyers? I believe with the kind of initiative we have taken, the kind of effort the entire team has done, this is surely going to bring better lawyering in the country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Ms. Harmansha. Ms. Harmansha Sokhi.
Thank you, sir. May I now like to take the honor of introducing the chief guest of today's session.
Harmansha, your voice is not audible completely. Please keep your mic better.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. May I now take the honor to introduce the chief guest of today's function, Honorable Mr. Justice Kurian Joseph. Honorable Mr. Justice Kurian Joseph is retired judge of the Supreme Court of India. Justice Joseph is known for his humane and compassionate approach to law. A strong supporter of mediation, even on the bench, Justice Joseph was known for urging parties embroiled in litigation pertaining to personal relationships to settle their disputes amicably. Justice Joseph completed his LLB at Kerala Law Academy Law College, Tiruvananthapuram in 1979 and enrolled as an advocate at the Kerala Bar Council in 1979. He became a High Court judge in the year 2000. He was appointed as the government pleader for the government of Kerala in 1987. The Additional Advocate General of the High Court of Kerala, representing the government of Kerala from 1994 to 1996. He was formally appointed as judge of the High Court of Kerala on 12th July 2000. Justice Joseph has also served as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Himachal Pradesh from February 2010 March 2013. Justice Kurian Joseph was elevated as a judge of the Supreme Court of India on 8th March 2013. As judge of the Supreme Court of India, Justice Joseph was involved in landmark cases like constitutional amendment of NJAC and in striking down the practice of triple talaq. He is one of the 10 judges in the history of Supreme Court of India to have delivered more than 1,000 judgments. He was part of 6 constitution benches in the Supreme Court of India. A bench of Chief Justice Lodha, Justice Kurian Joseph, and Justice R.F. Nariman also overruled the Afzal Guru decision on the point of admissibility of electronic evidence. While on the bench, he demonstrated his support for speedy delivery of justice by disposing more than 8,600 cases of Supreme Court of India. Throughout his career, he remained associated with academics ad infinitum, from being a member of Academic Council, Kerala University 1977 to 78, President of the Kerala Judicial Academy 2006 to 2008, to being a part of visiting faculty at National Judicial Academy, Bhopal 2018, and other state judicial academies, his contribution to the field of legal academics is indispensable. Although Justice Joseph is hailed as a liberal and compassionate judge, his diverse and complex judgments show why judges cannot be easily bracketed as either liberal or conservative. He is retired as a judge of the Supreme Court of India on attaining age of 65. Since his retirement in 2018, Justice Joseph has been focusing on using ADR processes such as mediation, arbitration, and conciliation to support parties to find sustainable, long-lasting solutions. He is routinely appointed by the Supreme Court of India and various high courts to act as a mediator and arbitrator. Justice Joseph is also on the panel of mediators and Singapore International Mediation Center, SIMC. May I request Justice Joseph, the chief guest of this function, to kindly address the gathering. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Soki, for this kind words of introduction. And thank you also, Mr. Sudhir Mishra ji and Mr. Manohar Thairani, for the great words spoken of me. A very good evening to all of you, particularly my good friends, Mr. Andrew Miller and Mr. Mohammed Saman and Mr. Thairani, Dr. Akhilesh, Dr. Salim, Dr. Misra, Mr. Sudhir, Mr. Vijay Nair, and a host lot of good friends and my dear young students. It's always a matter of great honor and a privilege and a pleasure too for me to be part of this Lloyd any initiative. And all the more I'm happy today because I'm part of that valedictory function in the memory of a competition, in the memory of a great man and a visionary who contributed to the society, see S.K. Misra, who had a long experience as a teacher, as a public man, and in public service, and involved in this right information being brought to the public realm. And we have his worthy son, Mr. Sudhir Mishra, following his footsteps, and a great humanitarian, lawyer. I've seen always, his approaches, his unassuming attitudes, and his passion for doing justice. So with this introduction, my dear students, let me congratulate the finalists, the participants, the finalists, and all the winners of this competition. We are extremely happy that in difficult times like this, where we have been passing through an year of which has been really dull on all spheres, economic, educational, social, and whatnot. We never had any social functions where we could meet, greet, and so it has been a very dull year. But we have found life in being part of a great international competition, particularly on mediation and negotiation. Yeah, I'm sure many people would have addressed you on the fruits of this what you call moot courts competitions and being part of the moots. And moots make you a good lawyer. As Mr. Sudhir Mishra rightly said, this is a great initiation for you to the litigating process. You know what is research, and you know what is a need for research when you actually prepare for a moot court competition. And that is actually 50% of your case is won on the basis of the good research that you have, the material that you have out of your research. And from the conventional subjects on criminal and civil disputes, now we are moving on to the other areas of arbitration moot court, mediation moot court, and we have coupled today with mediation and negotiation also. In this process, let me share a couple of my personal experience, and that will help you more than anything else. For the information of Mr. Andrew and Mr. Muhammad Samir, because all of us in India know it. We had a case where relating to land acquisition, Mr. Misra is quite familiar. That is a famous 3-bench judgment of which I am a part also, so Pune Municipal Corporation, where the land on account of the new land acquisition laws, the acquisitions which remained inconclusive on account of non-payment of money or non-deposit of money or non-completion of the procedure formalities, the procedures lapsed. So much so, the acquisitioning authority had to start the whole procedure de novo. That means, the market price now available will have to be given. This gave rise to thousands of litigations. And one such case came to Supreme Court and we held in a 3-judge bench headed by the then Chief Justice, Justice Lodha, that, unless the poor man gets the money by making a deposit, not in the treasury, because treasury is yours. The acquisitioning authority, requisitioning is the authority and acquisition is by the government. So the collector, we call it government. So the fact that you say that you are deposited in the treasury is your own internal business. But unless you put it in the account of the beneficiary or the person from whom the land is acquired, we held that it is not an acquisition in the eye of law. It gave rise to so many unpleasant scenes in the Supreme Court of India, not in the high courts. Almost 8 benches followed this decision. And finally, on one day, a bench of 2 judges doubted it. I don't know how a bench of 2 judges could have doubted a binding decision of 3 judges. Anyhow, that doubting went to a 3-judge bench. I don't know why the Chief Justice constituted a 3-judge bench to think about a doubting of a 3-judge bench. It could have been, this has a big history in the Supreme Court and in the lives of thousands of poor people. That's why I'm just explaining all these things. It has something to do with, I'm going to tell you now. Yeah, and then, from 3, it went to a constitutional bench, and constitutional bench finally upset our judgment, held that deposit in treasury is good enough. Why this 3-judge bench decision was the ruling law of the land. One major case came before a bench in which I was heading in a 2-judge bench strength. it pertains to acquisition of a particular acquisition of a property by a local authority in a particular state. It was a hotly contested case because this local authority would have had to spend more than 70 crores in case the acquisition is in terms of the new regime. Whereas according to them, they had already deposited 72 lakhs and that's the end of it. So, in that case, there came a negotiation, a mediation. This is where I wanted to say. It was hotly contested, as I told you. And then, a lawyer, I don't know what was his experience and exposure in thinking beyond. I'm telling you, my dear students who should be coming to the legal practice, he was a part of it because this was posted 2-3 times, and finally, the local authority came forward with the suggestion, all right, let's put an end to this litigation. We are interested in outright purchase. Let's not think about acquisition, etc. Let's forget, we will outright purchase. And there was a little bit of a negotiation here and there, mediation come negotiation. Bench also got involved. I also told the parties that better you settle because a bird in hand is worth 10 in the bush. I still remember the words I spoke from the bench. And finally, to cut it short, from 70, they settled for 17 crores. And that money was paid outright. And the land was purchased by the local authority from the people. So a couple of, but not couple, about 6 months later, when still my decision was the ruling, our decision was the ruling decision, I happened to meet this lawyer in a travel. As Misra said, I used to travel quite a lot at that time. So I asked this lawyer, what foolish thing did you commit? Because in a Supreme Court, when a 3-judge bench decision is, there is a binding decision, the party would have got at least 70 crores by the time the acquisition is complete. Why did you, can you just tell me, why did you agree for 17 crores? He told me, sir, I had a long discussion with the parties. My sixth sense told me, if the local authority would be able to purchase the land and give you the money in hand today, or within a week or so, whatever it is, and get that money in your hand, that will be the best solution for the interest of the parties. And see, look at what has happened subsequently. And a year later, this decision was not only upset, but that constitution bench also gave liberty to the acquisitioning authorities to file reviews in all the cases that were settled. But this case could not be reopened because there was an outright purchase of the land by the local authority. So the deal was closed. I happened to meet this lawyer again in another travel. And I asked him, I said, I salute you. He told me, sir, the best part of lawyering is to assist the party to think beyond, to guide the party in the right course, not to give unnecessary hopes, not to pitch him in high pedestal, not to generate litigations, but to help the parties to close litigation and eat the fruits of their litigation. I was up in my spirit, and I almost stood up my seat while I was traveling in the plane. I said, sir, I really salute your wisdom because a very sagacious lawyer. My dear friends, today's lawyering is not simply arguing the case. It's not simply research and arguing a case. Your case may be a very, very, a subtle case in terms of the points in law, as in the case which I am narrated now. But you do not know what's going to happen to this law tomorrow. You do not know what's going to happen to this situation tomorrow. So always guide the parties in the right spirit. Get a dispute settled, even if they have to give up a little, even if they have to give in a little, even if they have to forget about something also, even if they have to ignore otherwise meritorious positions also. And that is the best part of lawyering, convincing the parties that this is in the best interest of them, because those poor people may not know because this is part of also of the evaluative part of the mediation. Not only because a lawyer, I believe, is a good mediator and negotiator between the parties first. And the second part also I just come to you, because there is a little bit of negotiating the relief in court also, not mediating. Mediation is between the parties, negotiation is in the court. So a lawyer's first role is to mediate with the parties. The parties mediate in the sense, it's actually an evaluative mediation, not actually a mediation between the two parties, but convincing the party before his own client to give an evaluative assessment of the situation and the prospects of the litigation. You're more than the strength, your weakness you'll have to convince him. Then only the parties will come to a realistic picture. And unless the parties have a realistic picture, the lawyer who argues the case will not have that confidence, because you don't get a chance to get a second consultation with the parties and the lawyer, unless with the parties. The lawyer does not have, unless the lawyer has something in his mind which he has already consulted, which has his approval. Apart from that attorney given to him to go for a compromise, settlement, etc., etc. Tomorrow you should not hold on to your neck. He should have that real power of attorney with him on the basis of the discussion and the convincing part of the discussion he had with his clients that you can go to this far. And sometimes this lawyer will secure beyond. And this is the third aspect. And this lawyer confessed to me, sir, you know what I had made the parties agree? It was 15 crores. So in the court, this negotiation took him to 17 crores and the parties were exuberantly happy because the hope that he had given was in the of 15 and the party got 17. Which party will not give you a better reward? The fixed fee, and more than the fixed fee, he gave an additional fee also. The lawyer did not ask. The senior lawyers always fix the fee in India. But beyond that, beyond the expectation of lawyers also, this party came and gave a check. This is the real thing that happened, I'm telling you. So my dear students, as you're coming into a litigation, your role, the conventional role of a lawyer, my role is only to argue the case. I've seen many people telling in court. Even when I ask many of the senior lawyers, they told me, I asked them, why don't you just ask the parties to go for a mediation? So couple of senior lawyers have had that audacity, I must say this is audacity, to tell before the court. This is actually what happened in my court, in Supreme Court of India, not in the High Court. Sir, my lordship, your lordship, my role is only to argue the case. Beyond this, I don't engage myself in it. And this couple of lawyers who told me this had their own issues when they had to tell me in open court, my lord, may please venture or please make an attempt at least for a mediation. I didn't tell them that this is poetic justice, but I'm so happy that the experience in their life, when it came to their own personal issues in life, in litigation, then they were happy and they were actually earning for a mediation. So once it comes to you, so my dear lawyers, I'm telling you, budding lawyers, I'm telling you, you owe a duty to the society. You owe a duty to the court and you owe a duty to the client. And you, of course, you owe a duty to the opposite counsel, but your duty to the client is more important because the lawyer has given you, so the party has given you that attorney to speak for him, to plead for him, to take any steps in court as the situation warrants. But you owe a duty to him, saying that to take a best decision in the interest of the client. And that best decision is to agree for an evaluative, to have an evaluative session of mediation with the client, to have a proper and realistic understanding of what the case is and to what extent they should go and where they should leave and where should they leave it to the counsel to take a decision. If you get this confidence from the client, you will be up in spirits when you argue a case. Yeah, law is, I tell you, law is just only 50%. 50% is this art, the skill. And that 50% of the law, 25% has now gone for mediation. And now let me come to the part of negotiation in court, negotiating the relief with the court. You know, judges like me, I always had a very open session in court. Not that, you know, I listen with my closed ears and then, you know, then finally judgment reserved and render a judgment myself. No, I always used to discuss with the lawyers in the presence of the parties themselves also as to what is the case about, what is the legal position, and where are you leading to the, where are you leading yourself to, and then, you know, what are we going to gain ultimately, and what relief the court could grant also. So on this point also, if we have a realistic picture as to where the parties are being led to, then it will be easy for the court. This is actually for the sake of my Mr. Andrew and Mr. Mohammed. I tell you, in India, it's the duty of the court under Section 89 CPC. It's the duty of the court to see whether, you know, whether you can involve yourself in a judicially involved conciliation in the matter of finishing a case or settling a case or referring to an appropriate ADR or like arbitration, mediation, or we have something called log adalat also. So this duty of the court is very important. And in assisting the court and also reminding the court of this duty, it is the skill, it is the persuasive skill, and it is the credibility of the lawyer that is very important. My dear young students, I wanted to tell you, if you have gained this credibility on your character, on your conduct, we call it together integrity. Character is one, conduct is one. In character and conduct, if you have an impeccable credibility in court, you have won 50% in your professional life. Because we judges always say, oh, this comes from this lawyer. We can count on his words. We say it comes from this lawyer. We have to think twice. We are also humans, no? Judges are also humans, you know. But we know after some experience, you know, who are the people who will really lead the court to the truth and who are the people who would like to mislead out of their capacity or competence, out of their smartness or over smartness or whatever it is. We know. We'll come to know after a couple of appearances before us. But your credibility, never ever compromise on your character and conduct and integrity. Put it together in court, and in which case you will be in a position to negotiate a relief with the judge. This is where I wanted to say. We can relief, because we call it molding the relief, you know. Because, you know, the lawyers always tell the court, you can, though you may not have made an appropriate prayer also, but you will always say, this court may kindly mold the relief. That is also power vested in court. Not only Supreme Court, Supreme Court, of course, Supreme Court of India has this 142 power. You can go to any extent, anywhere, which I have always used in the interest of justice, not for my own discretions, no, in the interest of justice, because I always wanted people to touch justice. They always should have a feeling that, you know, yes, we have got justice, not the relief. We have got justice. And what is justice? A feeling or a satisfaction that somebody has understood me and we have got what we deserved, not what we desired. This is what is called the real judicial work, according to me. I'm just opening bluntly before this great audience, because I want you young lawyers, you know, just to have this the importance on this credibility. You will be able to negotiate a relief with the court also, because you will be able to guide the court in molding a relief. That's very important, because judges may not always know. You only know the full background of the facts. You may not disclose. Apriya Satya, we have a saying in India, again for the sake of Andrew and Mohammed, we have a saying in India, you don't have to tell the unpleasant truth before the court. That's also part of the advocacy here. Don't tell the unpleasant truth, tell only the pleasant truths. So, but you know what is the unpleasant part of the facts. That will always be with you, only you will not be diverging. But with that, you will be in a position to negotiate a relief in court. That's actually a great opening for you, great opportunity for you. That's a great challenge for you, unless you have this, the background of the confidence that you gained from the lawyer unless you have this credibility in the court, and unless you are able to win the love and affection of your opposite side also, you will not be able to play this role of a negotiator in relief before the court. So this is why, you call him learned friend, knowing fully well that he is not learned, but even then you address him a learned friend. Why? Because, you want to have that spirit of the camaraderie in court, the spirit of fellowship, the fraternity in court. So always be happy, be friendly, and be in a very pleasant mood in court. Never ever show your muscles in court. No, court is not a place where to show your muscle. You may think that, I've seen a party saying, sir, don't worry, even if I have lost the case also, I'm so happy that you gave a full mouth. This man will have only 1 day's leave. Second day, his whole family members, what did you gain ultimately? By speaking, by giving a full mouth. Nothing went into this part. Mouth is not the part. You should go something to this side. Your appetite, your stomach, you need to go something inside to quench your appetite. You need to go something inside also. You're not going to gain anything. You're always a loser. So my dear young lawyers, since this is a competition on mediation and negotiation, this is going to be playing a very major role in the lawyering, not simply the academic part of it, but definitely academic part is very important, because you should not in any case compromise with the law, but you can always compromise with the relief that you can. Compromise in the sense, mediate and negotiate the relief and get the best for the client and securing the best interest of the clients without otherwise compromising the legal positions. So hearty congratulations once again. With this few words, I inaugurate this valedictory function. God bless you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Justice Korean Joseph. Now I would like to invite Dr. Mohammed Salem, Director, Lloyd Law College, to declare the result of the competition.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mr. Justice Korean Joseph sir, for an extremely insightful sharing of experience with all of us, be an academic, be advocate, students over here. I must have to confess and say that every time we listen to you, we are extremely educated and extremely benefited, and extremely, it is always wonderful to listen to you, sir. And the best part is that I always think, it is my belief that whatever someone have, he can only share the same. So the kind of honesty, the kind of integrity, the kind of values that Honorable Lordship has inculcated and practiced in our highest judiciary is an example for all of us to share with and cherish as an Indian, as a person of legal fraternity, that how our highest judiciary is extremely benefited to have Honorable Lordship on the chair, and delivered the best of the judgments for our people in our country in the most understandable, most easiest, and most pragmatic manner, and always trying to emphasize on cutting down the litigations, and always promoting friendly settlement of disputes, and always trying to pursue parties to do better and better. We never have been greatly benefited unless and until sir would have had the chair in the Supreme Court and had always been benefiting and giving us pleasure and privilege of listening to sir always by accepting our humble invitations to sir in all our programs that we have conducted in our campus physically, and in last 2-3 occasions when we have requested our Lordship to share his views and guidance and mentor us as a law school, me as a director, as a teacher, my students as the students of legal fraternity, and all the participants who are joining us today from all across the world and all over India. we are extremely fortunate to have you, sir, with us today, and have you as a judge in the Supreme Court, and have you as a mentor and guide, and an example, with a person with an example before all of us. So any occasion to remember your word is completely a pleasure, and always it is a fortunate for all the students who have joined here today, that we have witnessed. We will always remember that we have witnessed, we heard Honorable Lordship in the presence of the best arbitrators, mediators, and negotiators, and best advocates in the world, in the name of our own Andrew Miller, sir, who has given a workshop before the competition. And today he judged the final rounds of the competition. Mr. Mohammad Zaman, sir, who has judged the finals of the competition today. And Mr. Sameer Shah, who has judged the competition today, along with Dr. Aman Hingorani, sir, and Honorable Mr. Sudhir Kumar Jain, sir, who is the principal judge in Delhi. And we have the pleasure of their presence, and teams have been very good. I have been getting a lot of appreciation from all the judges from preliminary round to the present round for such wonderful participation of teams. And now I would, with the permission of our chief guest, sir, Honorable Lordship, sir, I will announce the results of the team.
Please.
Sir,
Sir.
Sudhir Mishra wants to say something for 1 minute, if you can give.
Sir.
What I want to say is, after listening to Justice Kurian Joseph, I think this will be a master class for future generations after 20 years, 30 years, because thankfully we have recorded how he has spoken about what is lawyering, what is ethical lawyering. And people like me and Sameer and Mohammad Zaman, who have been practicing all their life with a lot of integrity, and who have been thinking that the right path is something where your integrity is the most important factor. And what is good mediation? What is good lawyering? What are the ingredients of, what is the job of a lawyer? What is the job of the court? Unfortunately, when he was a sitting judge, we had no opportunity to talk to him. I can assure you, sir, that we will put it in an article in Business World Legal, because thousands and thousands of lawyers also need to know what is ethical lawyering, which is something which is a very microscopic minority which practices that. Hats off to you for speaking so clearly. This will be one of the most important lecture by any retired Supreme Court judge ever given in India.
Thank you so much, sir. Ms. Purrat.
Thank you, Mr. Ji. Mr. Sameer Shah wanted, he was raising his hand.
Yeah, Sameer.
Just one minute. I am really feeling so proud of myself today that what Your Honor mentioned about the role of a lawyer, I echoed the same words, similar words in my feedback in the finals to the teams. And I'm really feeling so proud that at least I am also be thinking on the same lines. And that is why I have been connecting to the students, because this is the generation which we need to mold. And it is our duty as senior practitioners to mold them and make them up and give them a better future. And that is why I think the need of the hour right now is to inculcate in them again the true meaning of why lawyerism or advocacy is known as a noble profession. I think we have forgotten that part. And in the law school curriculum, I think that this must be included, why it is called a noble profession. So thank you so much, Your Honor, and for giving this insight into lawyerism, and that is the need of the hour. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Akhilesh Kumar Khan, Deputy Director, Law College, to give the vote of thanks.
And the result.
Announce the winners.
I will announce the results.
Yeah.
Permission of sir. Now I will announce the results. And by the announcement of results, I must have to say, there has been 13 categories in which we have the results to announce. We will start with the permission of sir, and there is the first category here, which is for this is the first category in front of us. On of the preliminary rounds, Miss Pragati Dhawan. Miss Pragati Dhawan, are you here? Mr. Mukesh, can you please unmute Miss Pragati if she is here? If she raises her hand, only then unmute her. So best client preliminary round, Miss Pragati Dhawan from Campus Law Center, Delhi University. She will be getting the prize of $30. The next prize goes to Best Counsel Preliminary Round, Mr. Mihir Dawar, who is a student of Symbiosis Law School, Pune, and he is going to get a prize money of $30. The third prize, which is for the Best Mediator in the preliminary round, goes to Mr. Savio Trevaso of VM Salgaonkar College of Law, Goa. He is also going to get a prize money of $30. Very well done, Mr. Savio. Congratulations to you. The next prize starts with Best Performer in the preliminary round, Best Team Performer, rather. And there is Tejas Jaiswal and Rhythm Kataria. Both are from Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia National Law University, Lucknow. Best Performer in the preliminary round. Both of them going to share a prize money worth $60. Well done, Mr. Tejas Jaiswal, Mr. Rhythm Kataria. Congratulations to you. The best mediation plan, which is a written submission, like in moot court, there are submissions of memorial. In this competition, there are best mediation plan submissions, which are done by all the teams. The best mediation plan goes to two teams. So there was a tie between the two teams, and there was a prize of 40 USD. But we, rather than dividing the prize of 40 USD between the two, we have been directed by our organizing members that we have to give full prize to both the teams who have the tie. So one of the team which has the best mediation plan is Ram Manohar Lohia National Law University, Lucknow. And the team members are Dhaman Trivedi, Rhythm Kataria, and Tejas Jaiswal. Congratulations to you. And the other team, which is from Manipal University, Jaipur, which is fairly a very young law school, but a very promising law school in Jaipur. Ridhima Chandani, Brinda Agrawal, Piyush Kumar Roy. So congratulations to both the teams for submitting and winning the best mediation plan, which is the first most important category in terms of written submissions in the whole competition. Our congratulations to you, and congratulations from the side of all our guests, esteemed guests, and all our participants and our law school committee. Now we are moving towards the final awards of the later stages in the competition. These were all the awards either belonging to the preliminary rounds or until the preliminary rounds. Now we are moving towards octa, quarters, semi-final, and finals. The best negotiators means the winners of the negotiation competition. Means the winners of the negotiation competition goes to Rajiv Gandhi National Law University, Patiala, India. The team members are Srishti Kaushal and Miss Anushka Nair. Congratulations to you both, Miss Srishti and Miss Anushka, You have really done a wonderful performance today in the presence of the world-class mediators, arbitrators, and negotiators. It is not easy to perform in a competition of 4 teams in the presence of 5 best judges of the world. We appreciate your performance and we are extremely happy on your work. You will be getting a prize money of $500. Many congratulations to you on your performance. The runners team in the finals in the negotiators category is Jindal Global Law School, Sonipat. Congratulations, Mr. Ahan Bhatnagar. Mr. Ish Dutt, you have really done a wonderful performance. I have witnessed your performance. You have been really wonderful. We appreciate, all of us appreciate your performance, and we just wish that you do better and better during law school and after the law school in your practice. You will be getting a prize money of $300. Very well. Congratulations. The next category is Best Mediator in the finals. The best mediator in the finals is Miss Aanchal Bhardwaj, who is from an affiliated institute of Indraprastha University, Delhi Metropolitan Education Society. Congratulations to you, Miss Aanchal Bhardwaj. You have really done a wonderful work and performance. We witnessed your performance and you have been fabulous. Congratulations. You will be getting a prize money of $180. Many congratulations.
Achal she has raised her hand.
The runners up.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for this. I am glad that, I'm here to witness this today, and my happiness has no bounds. It was such a great experience, and I wanted to just talk about it, even if I'm hogging some time here. But it was a great experience, and I learned so much from this.
Open your video, we can allow you to share your experience.
Okay. Okay, I think yes. Hello, everyone. I am okay. I might be a bit nervous here because this is a very big moment for me. From last 3 days, we have been hustling, all of us together for this day. And as I said, my happiness has no bounds, and I'm very, very, very happy that this is the result today. Thank you so much, everyone, for their valuable experience and advices. I think during all rounds, I kept taking some part of every judge and adding it to myself. And today, here I am, maybe much more experienced than I was before. Thank you.
Very well done. Any word from any of our dignitaries to Miss Aanchal Bhardwaj?
Yeah, you have great scope in future, because if you're able to be a good mediator at this stage, and mediation in life itself is very important, Bhardwaj, I tell you, Anjal, is very important in today's world. In every situation in life, you have to be a very successful mediator in your role, in your various roles. And of course, in profession, as I've heard, as you have heard probably from many of us and the esteemed judges also, that's very important. Keep it up. All the best. God bless.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'd just like to, express my gratitude as well. Going into this competition, we didn't really expect to come out on top, but we feel that the able mediators and how well the organization of this contest was helped us reach this, and we're just genuinely happy to have this platform and learn more about mediation. Thank you so much.
Even I would just like to thank
Thank you for this opportunity. It was absolutely amazing, and especially the feedback given to us by the judges in every round was so meaningful and so helpful. And I mean, I'm sure I can speak for everyone when I say that it genuinely added some qualities to us, and it helped us to improve upon our performance. So thank you, and thank you for this amazing, just amazing preparation for the competition. Thank you so much.
Could I just take the chance to congratulate and say it's been a pleasure to judge in the final round. And if I could just pick up on all the esteemed speakers there said, and especially Justice Kurian, it is the word trust. And now you are on a high, and this is a fantastic moment. And most of you will go forward into a legal profession of sorts. And the one thing I would say, and if I hold up a mirror to myself, I would have to admit it took me many, many years to see it, is trust is what is going to guide you through and get you to success. And when you are in difficult situations, think back to this weekend, to this day, to this moment, and ask yourself, am I doing enough for my clients to trust me? Am I doing enough for the court to trust me? And if you are lucky enough to be a mediator, am I doing enough for the parties to trust me? And remember, and it's very, very difficult as a lawyer to remember, because all lawyers think they're right about everything, and that's a big problem. But remember that whatever you're doing, whether you are a lawyer, a judge, or a mediator, the best gift you can ever give to a client is a gift of settlement, because that's what they want. Believe it or not, they don't want to spend their money on lawyers. They don't want to spend their money in courtrooms. They want to get on with their business, with their life. And you can do that if they trust you. And integrity and trust are really the key words of this last hour. So take that with you and take this moment with you and remember as you go forward. It's been a pleasure being a judge as part of this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Andrew, sir, for sharing your experience. I would now move to some other prizes which are there for the participants. The next runners-up mediators, Nam Choon Hu, Eric, Singapore Management University. Nam Choon, are you here? Mukesh sir, please unmute him if he's here. Eric, he has been fabulous. I've seen him, although all the final teams, yes. Sir, Nam is here.
Hi, yes, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, hello. Hi, I'm Eric. Yeah, I'm from Singapore, so I'm just glad to be taking part in this competition. This being my first competition as well. I really did not expect to get this far, and I really enjoyed this whole process. And I would like to thank the organizing committee and all the judges for taking the time off to judge this. Yep, that's all I have to say about on my end.
Very well done, Eric. Very well done. We have seen your performance. You have been fabulous, and I must congratulate your team members also.
Thank you.
Keep doing well. Now we are on the next prize, which is overall best team. Overall best team, which has done extremely wonderful, extremely well over all the stages in the competition, from preliminary to octa rounds to quarterfinals to semi-finals and finals. A team which has consistently done very well is the overall best team from Jindal Global Law School, Sonipat, India. And the team members are Ish Dutt, Tanya Chaudhary, and Ahan Bhatnagar. So congratulations, team. You have really done wonderful job, wonderful performance. Keep your performance ahead. Mukesh sir, if the team is here, if they want to share their experience for a short, we can unmute them.
Yes, sir. We're here. Am I audible? Just to check.
Congratulations, Ish Dutt.
Thank you very much, sir. I would just like to share our appreciation over the past few days. We understand the technical aspects of this competition must have been really hard to run hosting over 100 teams is a task in itself. And we're really appreciative about how the entire competition was run. And we are deeply appreciative of also some people who've helped us reach this stage, Aryan Yashpal, Shashwat Memani. And we would like to thank Lloyd College and Jindal Global Law School itself for providing such a platform, and also Lloyd College for providing this platform for such a great competition. Thank you.
Well done. Congratulations. Other team members of Ish? Are there other team members of Ish? Mukesh sir?
No, sir.
No, sir? No problem. So let us move to the next category. Best Final Speaker. Splendid. Anushka Nair. Miss Anushka from Rajiv Gandhi National Law University, Patiala, India. Sir, please unmute Anushka. She was here a moment back. Congratulations, Anushka.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It gives me immense pleasure to be in such amazing company and to be awarded this prize. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very well done. And you, sir? Let's move to the next category. The best is up. There are special prizes, special category we have made for the promotion of this competition, for promoting ADR. So again, we will request Eric to, for an spirit of SK Mishra Memorial International Mediation and Negotiation Competition. This is a special prize, the spirit of SK Mishra Mediation and Negotiation Competition. Nam Chun Hu, Eric, Singapore Management University. The cash prize of $40 US, but the kind of performance that you have delivered is immense, is memorable, is something which we all will remember for long. Eric.
Hi, yes, thank you. Once again, I actually don't know what to say about this. Really did not expect this, but thank you so much for all the comments given, and I look forward to maybe participating in the future again.
Very well. Thank you so much. Thank you. The next category is a special reference. Symbiosis Law School Pune team, a special reference of SK Mishra Memorial International Mediation and Negotiation Competition goes to Mihir Davar, Neha Nelson, Ritvik Saldana, a team from Symbiosis Law School Pune. They will be winning a prize money of $40 US. If the team is here or any member of the team is here, kindly share your views. Mukesh sir. Mihir Davar, Neha Nelson, Ritvik Saldana.
Hi, I'm actually here on behalf of Ritvik because he had informed me that we would be winning something, but I really did not expect anything. He told me he would be winning something, so I'm not even dressed up. I'd like to apologize for not switching on my video. But thank you everyone, all the judges. Like, we reached up till the semi-finals, and all the judges until then were extremely sweet and extremely helpful in their feedback. And thank you organizers. Thank you sir, thank you everyone.
Thank you so much, and many congratulations to you and to your team.
Thank you sir, take care.
Hi, I'm here as well. I would like to thank everybody for placing immense confidence and with how well the competition was conducted over the course of the past 3 days. And yeah, kudos to everybody, and kudos to the judges and the panel that has been brought. Yep, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining us in the prizes. I would now request my team member, Ms. Khurrat, to kindly take up. Ms. Khurrat.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Akhilesh Kumar Khan, Deputy Director, Lloyd Law College, to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you.
On left.
Bolani.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to the respective chief guest of the valedictory function, Honorable Mr. Justice Kurian Joseph, former Judge, Supreme Court of India. The esteemed organizers of the competition, Mr. Manohar Therani, President, Lloyd Law College, Mr. Sudhir Mishra, Founder and Managing Partner, Trust Legal, Dr. Mohammed Salim, Director, Lloyd Law College, eminent dignitaries, judges of the competitions, faculty members, participants, and dear students. I have been given this responsibility to propose the vote of thanks for the S.K. Mishra Memorial International Mediation and Negotiation Competition. This is the second edition organized by Lloyd Law College, powered by BW Legal World and Trust Legal Advocates and Solicitors. It is a matter of great pride for me to offer the vote of thanks at this innovative forum, which aimed at engaging and inspiring students for the use of mediation among the young generation of professionals with a mindset equipped to effectively resolve the disputes. This academic event was aimed at encouraging the effective use of mediation and open exchange ideas of experience and know-hows between students of different universities, cultures, generations, and backgrounds. As has been informed earlier, this competition has received more than 440 registrations from around 100 plus law schools across the world. And finally, top 100 teams competed in this prestigious competition over the last 3 days. We are honored today by the gracious presence of Honorable Mr. Justice Kurian Joseph Sir, former Judge, Supreme Court of India. Lordship's very presence here indicates his interest and keenness to encourage innovative ways to engage the students to improve their professional skills. His professional journey is itself a learning lesson for all young lawyers, including us. And today also, sir has delivered a very informative and knowledgeable session, which will definitely inspire young lawyers, including me, and I hope all the people in the panel. I would like to definitely submit this that in all kind of academic activities, whenever we approached Honorable Justice, he always tried to motivate us in all kind of academic ventures. Sir, with the bottom of my heart, from the side of organizers, our associations, and our trustees, I would like to thank to you for your always non-ending support to the Lloyd. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you.
I would like to offer my sincere gratitude to Mr. Sudhir Mishra, founder and managing partner, Trust Legal, for the faith he has put in Lloyd and its student to carry forth the teachings and public service of his father, late Mr. S.K. Mishra. Sir, your vision of creating a futuristic mediation culture in Indian legal landscape in mediation through the competition is definitely a landmark. On behalf of Lloyd Law College, I promise that we'll work along in future and take forth your vision. Thank you very much, sir. I extend my deepest gratitude to Mr. Manohar Therani, President, Lloyd Law College, for his untiring support and his continuous motivation to all of us. It is with your support and guidance, sir, that we are able to fathom newer challenges in the field of law, school teaching, and learning. Thank you very much, sir. I extend my sincere thanks to the participants. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to the judges of the competition, including Andrew sir, Mohammad Zamal sir, who judged this competition through the 4 rounds. You have been actively involved in judging, guiding, and motivating the participating students. Thank you very much for your continuous support, sir. I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants who competed over the last 3 days. Thank you for the enthusiasm and the urge to learn each of you expressed. All the hard work you have put in is very praiseworthy. I wish you all the best for future endeavors. Last but not least, I would like to thank the students who have taken ahead this competition from the preparation to the completion phase amidst the pandemic situation. I would like to inform all the esteemed dignitaries here that during the pandemic, our first year students could not join the law school physically. And you will be amazed to learn that all these volunteering has been done definitely through the support of senior students in the campus by those students who have never been in the campus. And I must say it has given a lot of support to us through their own resources, through their being at home. They have devoted like anything to this competition. I think from the side of all of you, we must congratulate these budding lawyers. I hope they will learn a lot during these 5 years with law school. When we talk about our competition, there are certain names. I think the students who have devoted their whole day and night from last 3-4 months. I must congratulate these people led by Ms. Daisy Pallavi as a convener student and Prajavir Srivastav, co-convener of this competition. Along with that, Antara Chaudhary, Priya Bhaumik, Rishabh, Monica Kumari, Mimansa Roy, Jatin Avasthi, Preet Kaur Saluja, Randeep Singh Gambar, Chaitanya Madhav, Vikrant Dwivedi, Muskan Agrawal, Abhinav Sharma, Ujjwal Krishna, Vedansh Kumar Singh, and Sakshi Kumari. There are many more, but I am naming all those people who are just coordinating this competition with us very closely. Otherwise, I told you that there are almost 100 of the students who are coordinating this competition from different locations of India. And with all the resources somehow arranged by themselves. Now, may I also take this opportunity through this platform to announce that as we complete this second edition of this competition, we are also ready to announce the third edition of S.K. Mishra Memorial International Mediation and Negotiation Competition. This third edition will be organized on from 3rd to 6th March 2022. And I would like to share that the third edition will have double the prize money in each category. So with that, I would like to also invite all these teams who have participated this year to please join us and motivate your friends to join us in the next year of the competition and learn together and to this particular new field of law. With this, I close by thanking you, all of you, once again. Looking forward for your participation and support in the third edition too. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Akhilesh sir. We are also thankful to all our sponsors, BW Legal, Trust Legal, Oak Bridge, Westlaw India, SCC Online, and BIAC, and all our important ADR Hawk and Bombay Mediation, and all the IIAM, all our sponsors who have relentlessly guided and continuously supported the cause of our students. They have been giving books to all the participants, all the semi-finalists, all the finalist students. So we will share the same through Amazon delivery system. We are extremely delighted and thankful to all the participants, all the volunteers. There have been approximately 200 volunteers who have been working since last 3 months to make sure this competition is a success. And also they are appearing in their regular examinations continuously. Even during the time they were delivering their duties, they have been to their examinations in the morning time and afternoon time. They have been over here. And again, tomorrow morning, they have their exam, but they have made this possible that no, we will not postpone the competition, but we will make sure that all the participants who have put up faith and trust in us and in our endeavor, they have to be given the opportunity, and we should not let, because of our examination, this competition to pass on to or postpone it. And with this a great guidance which we have got from Mr. Andrew Miller, Mr. Mohammad Zaman, Mr. Samir Shah, our own Sudhir Mishra sir, and whole his family, and the whole Trust Legal, a family to us. A kind of guidance that we have always get is immense, is extreme, is there are no foundations to be getting all their support. And all the judges who have been judging all the rounds, extremely supportive. All the teams have been very cooperating and coordinating. Thank you so much. It is all possible because of all of you who are here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.